Alright, I think I'm live. As usual, I only do this because of an emergency. And I really don't want to do this. I don't want to vlog. I'm doing this because there is an emergency. Edwin Hamora. Let us talk about Edwin Hamora, who we fondly call as MNR. Alright. Edwin Hamora, Netizen Mike, Doc Kelly Dayag, and Ahyaray, naka Lan Yo Liang. Parang ganun magkapangalan sila ng Chinese name ni Papa. One character because I am Tai Pi Mei. My father is Tai Liang Pin. My mother is Chinay. Bago ako mag-Chinese-Chinesean at malunod kayo, manosleep kayo, I gotta explain something. Yes, I do have this. These are what you call notes, outlines. Para hindi kayo magkandalito-lito. Para hindi nyo ako tawaging saag-saag ba? Kung sa Bisaya, but no? Logic here, logic there. Tapos wala na pala sa ayos. Alright. So, 2015. Ang first ko na nakilala ay si the late attorney Bruce Villafuerte Rivera, na classmate ni Madam VPSD. Yes, the Madam VPSD. Inday Sara Abellana Zimmerman. Her mom is Elizabeth Abellana Zimmerman. Roa Duterte. He was still alive then. Amy Calya was with me. We were fighting together. Why not? We as Dabawenyos, we wanted to let the entire Philippines experience what we all experience. Alright, so let's make this very clear. I mentioned Amy Calya. Where is she now? She had about 18,000 followers, but she had to stop. Number one, she's not money crazy. Number two, she has a very stable business. And number three, when your daughters receive text messages like, we know you go to this university, that university, that's a different story. When you track young girls, alright, they were 18 and I think 20, graduating ng isa, hindi ko makalimutan edad ng isa, graduating. As a mother, you have to act on what is best for your children, because this is very political and they might get kidnapped. Alright? Okay, what about Kelly Dayag? Well, he was threatened too. Physically threatened. So yes, what Maharlika saying, it also happens here in Davao City. So ako, good thing I have some relatives, alright, real ones, blood relations, who are in the IT industry, who really understand computers. And yeah, I'm safe. So walang ibang may hawak ng beat. At saka hindi sila basta-basta makapasok sa devices ko kasi well, mas ginamit ko yung utak ko on how to hide. Alright? But now, I have to speak up. And Orion Perez Dumdum, who is he? He's the founder of the Correct Movement. He and I are with MNR. He is one of the first very few, alright, who started with PGMN, Peanut Gallery Media Network. He's the one who keeps on explaining people about proper constitutional change. Alright? Meritocracy. If you don't understand meritocracy, that's your problem. Go and research. Do I have to spell it for you? Meritocracy. I don't want to spell it out. I think you're not that dumb. Meritocracy. We want parliamentary form of government. Federal parliament. The template is Singapore. Alright? So now let's talk about Libag 2.0. Why? You. Siya magkasabot na lang kung kinsa to. Number 1. Hina naman talaga kukote mo, day. Yung sana, nung nagpakaulan ng katalinuhan ng Panginoon, kumuha ka ng 2 balde para napunan ito. I don't mean to insult you, but if you feel insulted and bullied by my words, then so be it. And you aren't a big-time businesswoman. You're a gold digger. Why else would you be with a very old man? Someone who's like 30 plus years older than you. And you have almost nothing. Your skills? What kind of business skills are you talking about? Your skincare line? That's not your formula. Well, yes, it's technically your business. But it's not your formula. You bought the formula from someone who obviously did a rebranding business. Because now what, girl? There isn't a product that's so cheap but will be okay for all skin types. An oily skin is an oily skin and needs a specific soap. One soap cannot fix all problems. Don't make me dumb. And I hope the ones who listen to this will not be that dumb. Alright. You were doing an emotional roller coaster because I saw you crying and you said, I got drunk. Mahal na mahal ko talaga, te, malindog. Mas mahal ko pa sa jowa ko kasi I cried this much. Damn. What the hell are you talking about? So I was like, alright, let me do the sleuthing. This one I think I gotta explain. But I don't have like easy words. Yeah, okay. Sleuthing, S-L-E-U-T-H-I-N-G, is the act of investigating, seeking clues, or hunting for hidden information. That's it. Oh, by the way, highway, expressway, I have read Nancy Drew books. And by dad, okay, my late father, he always said that my guakong was Sherlock Holmes. Because when my guakong is grandpa, father, mother's side. Angkong is grandpa, father's side. Because when my angkong, like read, or like look and read, newspaper po chua, he would use a magnifying glass. So yeah, there you go. Hardy Boys, like, what kind of novels did you read when you were young, Yumi? I bet you read a lot of the Harlequin novels, no? Cutie patootie. Uy. Yung mga halikan dito, halikan doon. Ay, not enjoy. The way you talk, the way you present yourself. Duh. Okay, so let's talk about Yu Chang. Yu Chang has been with MNR for a long time. I started really noticing her, how smart she is, how witty she is. 9 or 10 years ago. She likes to pretend as if mahina utak niya. She likes to speak in codes. She likes to pretend as if she's the ordinary chikadora. But actually, if you watch, not Gossip Girl, there's this, Bridgerton. If you watch Bridgerton, she's the one who will end up manipulating all of you. Do not force her. I'm begging you to not to force Ati Yu Chang. Napigain kayong lahat. Alright? She likes to speak in simple terms, but if you really himay-himayin ninyo, she has symbolisms that are very logical, factual, and she's hoping that she will be able to, improve the analysis, critical analysis skills of her viewers. That's why her blog pala, has a very slow but steady growth. It's all very organic. Alright? Let's talk about netizen Mike, si Kuya Mike, Professor Mike, yung teacher na nasa America. He sacrificed his time, his effort to educate the lazy ones. So, I hope you do understand where I'm coming from. I passed the board exam. Ako yung nasa first batch ng correct minus wrong. Alright? When you say correct minus wrong, that is very difficult to pass. How many of us passed? 29%. Alright? And yes, look at my eyeglasses. Umiyak ka na! Why you? Am I? Si Miss Minchi, ang katapat mo, Zay. Iyak na! Sumbong na kay Mawing! Kawawa ka naman! So, for my like this, I grew up with parents who exposed me to business at a very young age. Very young. I just started to crawl. I was already sitting with businessmen in Monteverde, in the very heart of Chinatown, Davao City. So yes, if you're interested kung sino ba talaga ako, watch me whip, watch me nene, watch me whip, watch me nene, you wait. I'm gonna be ready. I will try to devote my time once or twice a week. Alrighty. So my mom, she's like Bachelor of Science in Accountancy. See, that's how they called it before. My dad is a marketing major, but he did get a few subjects in banking and finance. My uncles and aunties, like when they speak, I am telling you, they are better than Chinky Tan. Way better. No offense to the Chinky Tan fans, but I grew up in Chinatown. I know who's better than Chinky Tan and who's not. Chinky Tan is good. He loves the masses. My family, we would rather educate the ones close to us. Alright? So when I was about 10 years old, I understood the word liquidation, and I saw this very wide book with a lot of squares, tiny squares, columnar. So that book with a lot of squares, that's the spreadsheets, the finance spreadsheets you use nowadays. My dad, he wanted me to watch Bloomberg when I was 13. Magbasa nga muna kayo ng WSJ. WSJ, what is WSJ? Wall Street Journal. At least every other day. I mean, come on. Come on, Philippines! Beat that. Kabila. Bird brains. Now let's talk about Nelson, channel 167. Nelson, you interviewed me, remember? Last year. Just about, I think that was before, after my son's birthday. That was August. I'm so sure. Pinakinabangan mo yung aking heightened emotions. And you deleted my video. Pinrivate mo without even asking permission from me. Where is the video? I will try to dig it up. And I will talk to not just a lawyer, but an RTC judge, one of my classmates. You did not ask permission from me. Pinrivate mo ang video. Why? Kasi baka mabuking ka na wala ka talagang connections. You don't really have connections in any Filipino-Chinese Chamber of Commerce. You don't. I mean, I know. But I wanted MNR. I wanted Edwin Hamora to shine because it was his time. Team Alindogues no more. Do not follow Rudy Dax. Dako, jud kay siyang ulo, very bloated. But he's an airhead. The people in the other camp, they only understand basic psychology. When was the last time they read really good psychology? Baka mas marami pa akong nabasa. Call me J-I-Y-A. Gia, because if you watch the Contrabida Academy, all villains have names that ends with R, like Claudia, Lavinia, and I am Gia. At kung umaasa kayo na makuha ninyo ang aking real name, then try. Ako si Janjan, anak ni Edwin, na kafgo, na sharpshooter, from the Chonghua Dragons football team. Ako si Janjan, anak ni Isyang, dugay nag-mother scout akong inahan. Ug wala naghago ang akong inahan, timplag gatas, luto, para mabugo ko. Wala naghago ang akong inahan, para lang tamay-tamayon ninyo ako, ang Mindanao, kami din his Davao. You know what my mother told me? My mother told me that it is easy to slay the enemies. Just use the truth. And here's the truth. After 11 months, pamalit na lang mo og Chinese deli. Sa amo pohon, mahalinan pa ko. Can you imagine? I need a side income. Can you imagine the Filipino-Chinese community here in Davao City and in the entire Philippines, pinapatulan namin ang revenue na 25%. Hindi naman ganito dati Hoy mga Chikwa! Ang ko na mos tinuod! Mga Chikwa, Luzon, Visayas, Mindanao, umami na nga kayo. Pinapatulan na natin 25% revenue Hirap na kaya. Libag 2.0. And for you, always intentional. Palangga, Z. Na ang mukha ay kasing lapad ng palangga na ahoy! Bahiya ka naman. Pumasa ako board exam. Education. I majored in English. I minored in inflation calculation because of my mother and father. Bayot! Kabalo ko, nga kibaw ka mo Bisaya. Unsa tong post mo nga raised by a Duterte? Raised? Do you understand what the word raised means? So when you were little, you were adopted? Until you grew up? Hoy, bayot! Pagpuyo! Ako'y atubangan ninyo. Because I was a champion debater. And if you hit and keep on ding 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 pushing the wrong buttons, I am still the champion debater. Ako pa rin ang Rhina. Hawak ko ang beat. Takda na touching kay Louis Strani. Mother Scout din kasi ako. Mga ganito. Bayang tigulang. Diba? Bayang tigulang, may bukol sa agtang, manglayas ng Mindanao. Maybe now, maybe tomorrow, maybe in the near future. So, hindaan nyo na ang mga passports ninyo, Ayus-ayusin nyo na. Kay mulayas na may gipol na may kapoy na may wa na may pakialam kung ang Visayas makigbisog sa amo. Musukol ba mo o di? Magkaibaw-anay na kung kinsay tinuod na isog. Unsi anyos ko gunit magi ko baril. Gitudluan magi ko. 8 anyos ko nabunugan ko karate school. Bunog! Ipa-translate nyo yan sa mga Tagalog. Yung mga Bisaya na marunong mag-Tagalog. Abaw lente. I don't want to suffer from human combustion on Sunday. Sorry, Lord! O ano? Beat that bird-brained group. Beat me first! Before you go to MNR, before you go to Professor Mike, before you go to Maring Yu Chang. Bye. Umiyak ka na, Yumi. Iyak na, Princess Sarah. Kay kinakalaban ka ni Miss Minchin. Bye.